we're turning into Mega Man 8 now.
Apparently. Gonna pop another diamond.
I still can't wait for when Zach gets to that.
Oh, that'd be great. We have another... that was another cross. You can tell what they are by the map.
Oh yeah, that's right. It does outright say, doesn't it?
And because of our earlier lever pushing, we can go here. Normally, this would be blocked by a waterfall, but... Oh, don't let it be this room. It is this room.
Nope.
One foot!
Going on luck.
You have to hit all these and light them up. And then get to the exit in a very short time limit.
Only a couple
But
of
for our
seconds,
efforts,
by that time,
we get the Blue Dragon Key.
Which I think works in Stage 5. Or... Not Stage 5, I guess, but the Theater of the Damned, I think it is?
Ghastly Theater.
Ghastly Theater.
I believe so. Also, we dive into another skull. Can you guess why?
We won another Chaos Emerald, of course.
Of course.
Ow.
Yeah, you can't block the damage from the spikes, so... It doesn't hurt that much.
I think I'm starting to figure out what my issue is with remembering the stages in the names of the stages in this game.
What is it?
I'm simultaneously giving them too much credit for creativity and giving them too much credit, not enough credit for how much purple prose they're going for.
Purple prose?
Horrifically overwritten literature
or
names.
Okay.
Because, I mean, just think about the garden forgotten by time. It's not really that forgotten by time. It's very clearly there, and things are very clearly growing just fine.
Some things that shouldn't be growing, but yes.
Yeah. But nothing indicates that time fucking forgot about it. The Anti-Soul Mystery Lab, I have no idea. Honestly, looks like it was supposed to be part of Bowser's Castle.
Kinda did. But I could guess that an Anti-Soul Mysteries Lab would be... Because, you know, these creatures that we're fighting, they clearly don't have souls.
True, but it didn't look very labby, I guess is what I'm going for.
That's true, but you have to also think, this is the 11th century.
True.
Oh, hey! There's a map.
Hey, cool.
Also, there's a lot of fucking things here.
I mean, they're calling this the Dark Palace of Waterfalls. Don't think we've seen a single waterfall yet.
Well, we would have had one, but we turned it off.
Well, yeah, but still. That's one. Also, this does not look like a palace. It looks more like a sewer.
True. But a palace is also any place that is... Okay, I thought that was Rosario for a second. I was about to be like, really? This early? Hey, I think we, yep. Hold on. Vasagos. Yes! Haha!
Okay,
My
that's cool.
favorite combo of, boss fucking.
What was I gonna say? Okay, but still, this is more like a sewer than a palace, and there's only been the one waterfall. I can't speak to the Ghastly Theater yet, I haven't seen it, and I'm not that far in my own game. But then there's
House of Sacred Remains.
yeah, that thing.
I should have just let you state it, just like mess it up, just so I can put another edit in. Oh, right, here's another waterfall.
Hey, cool. Now we've got to the waterfalls part of the name. They've earned their S.
It is also kind of dark.
I'll give it that. It is dark. But with the House of Sacred Remains, I mean, I guess it was a house.
Wasn't very sacred.
Yeah, and I guess there were remains?
Well, I mean, we did see them. We fought a couple. A lot.
Yeah, like skeletons.
And zombies.
Skeletons. And zombies.
And ghosts. We fought some ghosts.
Yeah.
Who's here?
But I mean,
Fishman?
I guess it's...
Flea Man. Even worse.
Yeah.
Ow.
I guess it's just I'm expecting the names to
Fucking,
be more indicative.
fucking, die! Sorry. I was having.
Dude, I played so much Castlevania, I know that feeling. Even in the 2D games, those things are a fucking bitch.
I killed one and like 15 spawned.
Amazing. Now would be a good time for a Rosario, but now they're gonna give it to you after you kill all of them.
Yep.
I guess I just keep expecting the names to be more, the names of the areas to be more indicative of what's in them.
Wow, we didn't even get a Rosario. That's fucking cheap.
Uh.
Least I could have, had was a useless Rosario count. Nah, well. The less I have to edit that in is the better.
I think part of it, though, is that
Ah, crap.
as good as this game is, one of the areas where it's kind of stumbling a lot on its level design is that there doesn't seem to be that consistent of a theme within each level. It sort of looks like there is at first, but it especially tends to fall apart once you get to the boss fights.
That is true.
I mean, I guess I can kind of give a Golem being in the Anti-Soul's Mystery Lab, considering it's usually some form of either spiritual or alchemical creation when it's not Jewish.
Yeah?
I think you need to kill that lever.
Yeah, I was just trying to make sure there was nothing else in here.
But a Medusa in the Garden Forgotten by Time?
Well, in gardens you have statues.
That's still a stretch.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know what was up with the boss in the House of Sacred Remains.
Undead parasites. Parasite that feeds off the dead. Had a lot of soulless.
Parasites
So.
don't feed on dead things, though.
But an undead parasite.
I don't know. That still seems stretchy.
Yeah, it's true. I'll admit, a lot of the bosses here aren't.
Some bullshit!
You sniping bastard!
And then with the two bosses for the last two stages, I mean, I know what they both are, and just what would you expect to be the boss for the Dark Palace of Waterfalls?
Big ass fishman or fishman king, merman king, something like that. Definitely not a vampire who likes to throw swords around telekinetically.
Yeah, and based on the date, I'm kind of suspecting they were cribbing either Virgil or Nilo Angelo. Because this whole gameplay feels very Devil May Cry.
It does, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it's like a toned-down version of Devil May Cry, not as chaotic and energetic, more fitting to what Castlevania is.
Fuck y'all.
But you can kind of tell where they were getting their inspiration,
Oh, of
which
course.
I'm not going to criticize because this
Good
game's
inspiration.
good. Yeah. Although to be fair, I'm pretty sure that the two 64 Castlevania games were trying to crib off Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, and that
And
failed spectacularly.
Didn't. Yeah, and Ocarina of Time, while it hasn't aged that well in certain places, it's still a good game. So, I don't know what went wrong there, but it went wrong.
Yeah, it kind of did. Shit, ring out of magic. And spent. Okay, so that's not the waterfall I thought that activated.
Whoops.
We're probably gonna pop a. Yeah. Oh shit! I have to go in there. The room beyond it is where the other lever activated. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pop a ticket. Memorial ticket. Should be good. Should be fine. Be able to heal up.
Ah!
Turn that alarm off.
Oh shit, I need to charge my phone too. And I need to take my medicine.
Yeah, I kind of don't want you to go into a coughing fit again.
No, that's not even what the medicine's for.
Oh.
Medicine just helps me breathe normally. My allergies and sinuses are god-awful. To the point where I basically have to take daily Flonase, a daily pill, and then use this mister thing just to be able to,
Breathe.
yeah.
That sucks. I hate that for you, man. So I guess
Be
you'll be
worse.
happy when winter time comes.
No, it doesn't change
Oh,
with the seasons. It's
Ooh.
not a seasonal thing.
that's bad.
My sinuses are just kind of screwed.
Let me change this to a lighter note. How's Fire Emblem going with Zach?
Pretty good. I kind of think we should have started him on not binding blade. God no. Blazing sword, because it's a little easier, especially early on. Because with Lynn's story, I forget.
Yeah.
How familiar are you with Fire Emblem?
Actually, that oh yeah, Binding Blade was Roy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always keep forgetting that it had a subtitle, because here in America that was the first Fire Emblem game that was locally released.
And
So,
didn't
of
come with
course-
the subtitle.
Yeah, so of course it just came as Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Lynn's story is definitely easy, and especially the fact you can't actually lose.
On normal mode, yeah. I play it on hard mode these days, but
That is one game I have beaten on my own.
yeah. Path of Radiance is a bit rougher early on because it changes out your party members a few times.
Right.
And then has a sudden difficulty spike around chapter 4,
Ooh, that's kind
where
of
it's
early
only
on.
the prologue chapter was one of those straightforward square areas that's very open
Right.
and very hard to lose. And then the first 3 chapters all have you with choke points that you can use to funnel the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Then chapter 4 is just this big wide open space with a few trees.
Ooh.
And then chapter 5 is a defensive map.
Ooh, that is so not fair.
Nasty, yeah. Chapter 6 and 7 aren't bad. They're both... Chapter 6 is, has some funnel points. And you can actually, if you know what you're doing, you can actually abuse the AI on that chapter.
More
and
pits
even
and
if you
more
don't, it's not-
pendulums! Sorry.
even if you don't, it's not that hard. Chapter 7 is an indoor map, and those always have not lots of nice choke points you can use.
Right.
It's very manageable. And then chapter 8 can just suck my dick. I think you were in
Ow.
the stream where Zach was playing through the latter half of Doom and I was playing Path of Radiance and getting very pissed off.
Don't think I was.
Well, Chapter 8 was what I was getting pissed off at. I've beaten Path of Radiance multiple times. Fuck Chapter 8. It's another defensive map. Plus, there's an enemy you can recruit. Plus, a boss with an item you want.
Ooh.
Plus, just constantly respawning assholes. And a lot of them with ranged weapons. And your knight and your sniper leave right before Chapter 8.
Son of a bitch.
So your only ranged units are maybe whoever has a hand axe or javelin. So 3 units
Oof.
regarding those. And the squishy mage.
Damn it. Yeah, Chapter 8 does
Yeah.
suck.
It really does. It's honestly, for me, one of the worst chapters in the game. Just because of throwing a defensive map at you with so few really defensive options.
I will never be able to do that again on a single jump.
Yeah, usually you have a lot more trouble.
I wouldn't. Damn it!
There we go!
I knew I would miss it! I'm like, I'm gonna miss it. Son of a bitch.
And there's an item that you couldn't get, but hey.
It's just a heart repair. I've got plenty of those thanks to duplication glitch.
Yeah.
Some call it cheating. I call it leveling the playing field.
And it gets easier after that.
You asshole!
Chapter 9 gives you choke points, and the only real problem is that there's 2 houses you want to save where, bitch. At least they're not poisoning you.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you imagine poison with this shit? Just enough poison to knock you off of the platforms at the moment you get over there. And it would happen, too.
Yep.
But the only problem with Chapter 9 is that there's some pirates you gotta get to. Chapter 8 actually provides you with an interesting strategic thing, because you can play it like it's a stealth mission, and get a bunch of bonus experience, or you can get caught and fight a shit ton of enemies for combat experience, so... It's neat.
So there is a way to get around most of the crap.
Yeah, it's just Chapter... And Chapter 8 isn't too hard, because it actually lets you have both the Knight and the Archer. Or Sniper. Or, sorry, not Chapter 8. Chapter 5, which is the first offensive chapter.
Ah.
So that one isn't too bad. It's just, Chapter 8 is a really big roadblock. Chapter 11 is almost as bad.
Oof.
Because it's not exactly a defensive map. The stated goal is route. But you're on a boat.
Trying to route on a boat.
Yup. Against flying enemies.
Okay.
Still with... Oh, well, you do actually have a knight. I just don't like him that much. And an archer, who is actually pretty good, but I don't use because the archer you get on Chapter 12 makes him look like a bitch.
We just got a heart max up, by the way.
Very nice. Now we can carry a whole 10 more hearts.
Yeah.
And then we could just jump back down here, because that was the only reason to go up there, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. Not what I thought it was. That is coming, though.
Onward to adventure.
Onward!
Yeah. A lot of people...
Ow! What?
Wow. He just...
Who the fuck? You bitch! I was gonna let you live! No, fuck you!
He slapped your shit.
Oh, fucking bitch slapped my ass.
A lot of people get up Chapter 17 in Path of Radiance's ass, though, because it is, odd. It's actually 4 chapters in one.
Oof. Oh, by the way, here's that other waterfall.
Oh,
or
good.
Was.
Um.
And now the big waterfall.
Hey. Finally getting us that.
Oh.
That.
Okay,
Isn't that the stage boss?
Yeah,
We don't want to go there.
not yet. You're right. I have to go back to a skull. Oh, wait. No, there is a spot that I missed.
Yeah, I see it. Okay. But yeah,
Backtracking.
honestly though, Chapter 17 isn't that hard, it's just long. Okay, it actually is hard if you've been heavily relying on, like, 2 units.
Ah, okay. One of them being Ike.
Yeah, because he gets gimped, and by that point he's probably level 20 anyways.
Right.
Hell, one time I managed to accidentally get Ike to level 20 on Chapter 11.
Ow! Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and, we're gonna go ahead and pause here. We'll be back as soon as we find out what the fuck I missed. Okay, so, the room that I jumped in earlier about the platforming challenges, yeah. It's exactly what I thought it was, and then I thought it wasn't. I have to jump over here. I gotta make a bullshit jump. Cause you know about that, ice elemental we were trying to find?
It's in here.
Yeah, I completely bypassed him. Or her, or whatever it is.
Oh, boy.
Yep. See?
Wow.
You have to land here.
How you're supposed to figure that out's beyond me. Gives you a
Full on
super
super
potion.
potions.
And then look, it's all icy.
Yep.
Okay,
Alright.
thanks for... The only way we were able to find that out is by finding out the hole on a map, because the game just does not telegraph any of that.
Mm-mm. Alright.
Do it.
Here, let's go ahead and... Do we have... We got Thunder... Arctic Ring.
Yeah. Make sure we got the proper defense set up.
Now that we actually have it for the fight!
Yeah.
Come on out, frosty bitch! And I was right, it is a female.
Reminds me of Shiva from Final Fantasy X.
Exactly. Well, she was also in Final Fantasy VII. She's always been a Final Fantasy summon.
Nah, I just meant the specific animation.
Ah, ow! Okay. Okay, you didn't like me calling you that. I got it. However, this fire whip... Oh, yeah.
It eats her health up.
Mm-hmm.
And we got geared up, and he's geared up for plenty of items, so this one should not give us the same amount of trouble her brother did.
Nope. Brothers.
Yeah, Ifrit and Rama.
Okay, you... I forgot you can paralyze.
She is, however, quite aggressive.
Just because she's made of frost doesn't mean she's slow.
Yeah, what you think?
However, she is also the dead.
Considering the mighty glacier thing.
Poof! She exploded. And we have an ice whip.
We beat him, right? Yeah, she turned into smoke.
Hey, who's that?
Hello,
The
buddy.
whip of ice. Hello, Baloo.
Ooh, nice.
Actually, I think it has that bigger area of effect than the fire whip. Speaking of which, what does the whip of lightning do for that? Oh, cool. Channels out. We are going to use the whip of ice, though.
Against the boss?
Yes.
Okay. I guess
I
he's the
think
only thing
he's-
left to do here.
Check our handy dandy map. Can't get into that room because we haven't unlocked that door. And I'm pretty sure...
And the only other thing we're missing would be the black turtle door or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think we have cleared this area out. Alright, I will meet you back at the boss.